Oh, it's like the original Batman.
Gross. So his
Yeah.
parents are dead.
I don't really remember, but he is like a master of disguise. He's like a highborn dude who's like doing the work of the revolution in secret.
Yeah, so we're live right now. Hey, how's it going, Josh?
Whoop, whoop, whoop. Uh, I'm great. How the fuck are you?
Ah, boy. Put your shirt back on, Josh,
I refuse to do
please.
that. I will not do that.
That's fair.
Tressa, put your shirt back on.
Never. Oh, that fucking dick.
What's the matter?
I got a dog that won't shut up. So let's just chat while he's doing that. So yeah, and then Josh, you wouldn't believe. Like, yeah, I was like, no, and they were like, yeah, totally. And I was like, prove it. And they're like, I don't have to prove it. And I was like, you do, because I don't believe you. And then you know what they said?
What did they say?
No.
So I says to Mabel, I says to her, I says,
That's it.
so I says to Dustin, I says to him, I says,
Tell me more about what you said to Dustin.
so anyone that happens to be tuned in right now, Tressa's dealing with her dog that's freaking out in the background. And she's left me here to hang out in front of the trailer, just chilling. That's fine. Oh, Tressa's back. Tressa's back.
Oh,
Tressa's back.
that was a great story, Josh. Oh,
Ladies
God
and
damn it. I
gentlemen,
closed that door. Oh.
do you need to go do a thing? It's okay.
No, let's clap it in.
You sure?
Sure.
Yeah. I said, hell yeah.
Oh.
On fire tonight.
All right.
What's up, guys? It's On Fire Tonight with Josh and Tressa. We're here today. We are here today to talk about The Peripheral, season 1, episode 6. It's called Fuck You and Eat Shit. So, if you don't want the episode spoiled, please go watch it immediately and then come back to us. Welcome
you're back.
Tressa, what'd you think?
It's a great show, Josh.
It is a great show, but I am feeling like they're kind of spinning their wheels a little bit at this point.
I didn't want to say that, but yeah.
I still really like this show, but it's like nothing has progressed in the plot of this show at all in this episode.
Yeah. It's like they almost tried to make it progress a little bit, but then it was nothing. Nope.
Like, don't get me wrong. Some people don't give a shit about plot. Some people are like, give me character exploration. I don't care about plot at all. Just like have that be the thing.
Yeah.
But I think that if you have a story to tell, you have to honor the plot.
Yes.
And you can't just let your audience like hang in limbo indefinitely.
You think that it's like a book thing? When something's based off a book, they do so much character development that the plot kind of trudges along slowly.
I would say that is a possibility, but I don't think they developed characters any further than we had them before either. So
yeah,
you know, we got introduced to a couple of new characters. And we have a few characters interact with each other that we haven't seen interact together before.
We got to see what happened, how Connor lost his limbs.
Right. We see, yeah, you know what?
Let's just,
I take it back. That's some genuine development.
Bro, let's just jump in.
Yeah, let's do it. All right, so we
First.
start off. Set it up.
Oh, we are in the war in Texas, which I don't think we mentioned before, but the war is in Texas. The big war that everyone's talking about.
There was like a mention of
Yeah.
like you're not in Texas anymore.
Yeah, no, I know they did. I said I don't think we mentioned it previously.
We have not. Right, the big war.
Right, which was it's a great detail. I love that the big war was in Texas because of course it was. And
I mean, I guess if you're gonna fight for oils, you know, it's got to happen where the oil is.
do it at home.
They didn't say that this was about oil.
No,
like,
but it is always.
Like, right.
If you can't keep it in the pants, keep it in the family.
That's on the state seal of Texas.
Oh, I just meant war in general.
No, I understood you. I understood.
So the dude squad is there. Flashback to then, and Connor's like, "Don't you dare fucking touch that dog. I'm going to go save it." And Burton's like, "We have the intel. We know that this is a booby trap or whatever. We know this is. They're setting us up. Do not." Right.
It's like a thing that the Tex ass. That's how they refer to the insurgents or whatever. Mm-hmm. The opposition.
Mm-hmm. That's right. They do. They keep saying that. I forgot that. I thought you were adding that for color commentary, but yes, they do. And Connor's like, "All right, well, fuck you guys. I'm going to go save this dog."
All right. So just like a quick reminder, last episode, we saw like fuzzed out footage of exactly this scene, which unfortunately, we were talking about how I sure hope it's not the dude squad.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's the only footage they have of soldiers doing a thing. So it's this exact moment.
Yep. It's the exact moment.
Right. So in the future, the people have tweaked the compassion on all of these people to see how they will behave. And it's a behavior experiment run by the Research Institute. Connor goes barreling in despite all of the warnings. What he sees when he finally gets to where the poor trapped little dog is, the dog is completely wrapped in neatly coiled razor wire. There's like 6 or 7 coils of it around the dog that could not have gotten there by accident. But he doesn't notice that.
I think that, okay, I just figured that he was like, "Oh, this is obviously like they're trying to get me to do this. It's fine. I'm just going to rescue this dog real quick, and then I'll be out of here before they can get me." But that's also very stupid, but I just figured that's what he was thinking.
Well, whatever he was thinking, it doesn't work out super well for him.
Oh, really? Why is that?
Because the dog was already dead. His body is completely wired with explosives. And that is how Connor lost 2 legs and 1 arm.
There we have it, folks.
The old exploding dog.
All right. See you next week. We've been on fire tonight.
All right. Tune in. So that's what happens before the credits. Mm-hmm. Then we're suddenly on the White Cliffs of Dover or whatever.
Yeah, because that's exactly what it is.
Right. And Chief Inspector of the Metropolitan Police, although we don't know it yet, Ainsley Lowbeer, that is the character's name, is walking with
Morning Constitutional.
You're right. Morning Constitutional. The assistant's name is Beatrice.
Okay, real quick. Morning Constitutional. Why is it called that? What What does it mean? Something other than just going for a walk in the morning?
I think you could call having a drink that.
What does
I
it
think
mean then exactly?
I think it's anything that restores your constitution.
All right.
So, you know, a revivifier of some kind.
Yeah. That's when I do my crack. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Mhm.
If you just call it your morning constitutional, people will
It's
think you're
fine.
fancy and cool.
Yes. And British. It's fine.
Right. Also, so the actor playing that Chief Inspector Ainsley Lobier, did you watch Transparent?
I did not.
Okay, so that actor was in Transparent. It's a really good show, by the way. You should check it out.
Okay.
Okay. So we see Ainsley and Beatrice talking about how the killer Daniel has been killed, and we also understand that this beautiful vista that they're standing in front of is just a projection.
It's like they're in the hollow suites.
Yeah. Is that like the holodeck on the
In DS9, they're hollow suites because you have to rent
oh,
them
they're
out.
hollow suites. I just figured that was like the name
I
of an
think
actual
so.
chain of hotels.
Yeah, they really suck, but you never know because it's all holograms.
Super fake.
Back in
So
black.
yeah.
Okay, what were you gonna say?
No, you.
I just say back at the Blue Ridge Mountains.
Yeah.
Right.
Tommy is all beat the fuck up from having been in a car crash. That's our deputy, aka Flynn's 7th grade crush and fiance to Dee Dee, the town's one doctor.
That's right. Is Tommy an idiot?
It's unclear. Tommy has a concussion now, so whether or not he was an idiot before,
It doesn't help him.
yes, it's not aiding him.
Right.
I think before he was like a competent person. Maybe he's still competent, but
sure.
doing his best under the circumstances.
I mean, he's asking this lady to look up an invisible car for him.
Yeah. He's like, so my invisible car is missing. And she's like, funny. He's literally bleeding on the paperwork. He goes into the bathroom to get cleaned up. And the sheriff walks in and is like, hey, I thought I sent you home. You're going to have to go home now, take some paid time off because that's the only way it works for cops.
ACAB.
Also, that the sheriff guy, I don't
Mhm.
know if it's my imagination, but I swear that his accent went from like deep Louisiana to the Scottish Highlands and back.
Maybe he's got a lot of interesting things going on in his family tree.
Maybe. I thought, well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. He's an interesting guy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know, he's seen the world.
That's right. He's a world traveler, if nothing else.
He's a jet setter.
Yes. I mean, he's a sheriff. Of course he is.
Of course. What do we know about sheriffs other than they love to set jets?
Thank you.
So this conversation goes down in the men's room. The sheriff leaves. Tommy notices Western boots in the stall. And he's
What
like,
kind?
the exact same kind that dragged Bob away, the unconscious prisoner that he failed to bring in.
Because he was incompetent.
I mean, to be fair, like, what are you going to do when cars are invisible? I don't know how.
I'm just being an asshole. But in all of my notes, since the arrival of Bob, he is Bobby in my notes. And so I will thus force only be referring to him as Bobby because it makes me smile. Anyway.
Bobby is our Irish, like, super assassin guy.
Yes, he's very competent until now.
Right. So Tommy's like, wait a minute. Am I remembering something, or do I have a concussion and I'm seeing things? And he leaves.
Yeah, he's like, I gotta get out of here. Then we're in London with Flynn and Wilf.
And she's
And
like, dude, you're like a normal guy. You're people like us. And it's this moment where, like, she, despite having been told previously that they're real people, is like registering not just that they're real people, but that, you know, that how do I put this? She
uh
sees his humanity.
there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then she's like, yo, how come no one ever walks anywhere near us? Like they really keep their distance here. And he's like, oh, that's because nobody is real.
It's
A
an
lot of this,
augmentation from the
what?
research institute.
So is it okay? Yes, absolutely.
It's a mood enhancer to make the world seem less bleak. And then he like wiggles his fingers to do the controls.
Tiniest
And
violin. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
he explains that some of the buildings have been filled in because they haven't been refabricated. And what Flynn now sees is like, you know, a bombed out futuristic London
Yeah.
with
What?
zero human beings.
Right.
Not fewer, zero.
Right. Does this mean there are no other humans in London except for the Lev crew and some cops? Because
It's
they've
a
seen
it's a
people
pretty
walking around.
sparse setup. Yeah, it does
Mm,
not look good for the human race.
I mean, honestly, I don't have a problem with it. But also, the jackpot. When they went over the jackpot,
Mm-hmm.
um, the nuke went off in the States, but that was like the end of what they mentioned. Why is London all bombed out? Was there war there?
I mean, presumably there was war and devastation worldwide. I mean, 7 billion people died somehow. Maybe it was just all the blood plague and buildings fell into ruin.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that because I feel like they would have mentioned bombings and wars in London because they're in London
Yeah.
telling her about the jackpot.
So
So,
then we get a little bit of, we sort of go over the information that we got last time. Charisse said that Flynn stole something and she's just going to keep trying to kill her until she gets it back. And then Flynn asks, could Alita have downloaded data into the stub, meaning back in her timeline? And Wilf is like, I guess anything's possible.
and okay, I think I like faded for a second because all of a sudden they're at the butcher's.
Right. So they're okay. So they're like, okay, how do we track down? Because remember, they're trying to find Alita,
Right.
and all they've got to go on are like the CPUs from like the wasted peripherals
Yeah.
and her little immunity booster thing that she left
Her
behind for
chip.
some reason.
So they couldn't track her.
Right. Oh, that's why.
Mhm.
I get it. So yeah, so they go to a place where they fabricate the best peripherals. They think that this is where um like these little CPU units came from. And it's the front for it is a butcher shop. And they walk in and they ask for a toad in a hole, which I guess is a
Code.
well, but it's also like some British.
Yeah, it seems like it would be really common and be bad for a code because it's just an egg and a toast, right? Like,
Right. Or whatever it is.
yeah. Do you have a hamburger?
Oh, sorry, mate. We don't serve that. Also, so there are two people working at this butcher shop front. They have the most cockney of cockney accents.
How can you tell?
I mean, okay, if I can tell, like it's bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Wilf has got like a very sort of smooth, like middle of the road British, like upper class or not upper class, but like
Ambiguous.
yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
These guys are like
Chimney sweeps with
for fucking real. Like,
picking
are you
pockets.
joking? I'm Henry the Eighth. I am. Get the fuck out of here.
They're also very aggressive.
So after a little bit of bargaining,
Mhm.
Flynn and Wilf convince them that they will make it worth their while to like prove their abilities. Like that's the sort of cover story to get in the back of the shop. So they get in the back of the shop where they're
His
giving
workshop is.
yeah, they're giving Flynn like an exam, or like Flynn's peripheral to be specific,
Sure.
because the point is like, if you can whatever do better than this guy, I get my money back. And there's just like sides of beef hanging around like it's a real butcher shop, and also like
It's also
some
an augmentation. They're just trying to make it look disgusting.
yeah, it's okay, so there's like no humans in this future London,
Who are
but
they
these guys
selling to?
but these guys still have to work the front of the fake butcher shop in costume with like, you know,
I mean, it's what?
cleavers and knives and everything.
2099, is that the year? I keep forgetting.
2099, yeah.
How okay.
Anyway, so they have a
No,
big fight scene.
they have to have replicated food by now, right? There's no way, especially when there's nobody on this planet. There's no way they're not making some kind of crazy food paste, mix it in with some food flavoring and fucking replicate food. Come
Yeah,
on.
boom. You got toad in a hole any day, any time of day, any day of the week,
You're
anytime
not
you fucking want it.
That's what I'm
Why can't
saying.
I speak at all today? Am I having a stroke?
No, no. But why there should be no such thing as a butcher in this day and age. I'm sorry, I interrupted you because I'm passionate about replicators. Go ahead.
About food replication.
Mm-hmm. I
Your
want
your
to.
your dream to never have to do anything in a kitchen ever again but press one
Yes.
button.
Uh-huh. I want to live in a post scarcity Star Trek world. That's all
Sounds
I want.
great.
Right?
Yeah, totally. So they have an amazing fight scene, sort of. Bang bang, kick kick, punch punch, chop
Pow
chop, knife
pow.
knife.
That's how it went. Yep.
So
She disarms him because she's her and she's awesome. She's dope. She does dope shit.
yeah, she is the most kick-ass assassin in the world.
Mm-hmm.
And we discover that it was neoprims all along.
Those guys were?
No, they were like hired by neoprims. So neoprims are neoprimitives. And last episode, we we got a little bit of information about them in both the recap and in the episode, but like we don't really have the background info on what like they seem to be futuristic Luddites that want to like bring down
Tech
the
world.
the technological hierarchies
Yes.
that have made the world so much worse.
But we've had to piece this together because they didn't tell us anything.
I mean, they
They
yeah,
did.
yeah. Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah. And also I missed that whole thing. I don't know what happened. I was distracted, I guess.
No, I don't think it's your fault, because it's like the butchers kind of say it like there's a scene, but then the butcher slash whatever the fuck peripheral experts.
Yep.
So then Flynn and Wilf are about to go outside, but Wilf was like, "Oh, wait, you can't go out like that," because she's got blood all over her face. And then it seems like they're having like a touching moment, and he's like cleaning blood off of her
I
face.
hated it.
Except when they cut to like a close-up of her face, she still has like
Yeah.
completely blood splattered face. Like he has not done anything to clean her face in any way, shape, or form, nor do they like lean in for the kiss.
No, but he like full on is like fondling her face for like 5 minutes. I'm like,
it's the suggestion of we're going for intimacy, but you know what? We're not even going to advance that part of these characters' development.
We will not let you advance this relationship with a robot, with your sex robot, because we know that's the whole reason she exists.
Well, she's also like a kick-ass assassin.
Okay, that too. Whatever. She's
the only one, a la The Last Starfighter, that can kick ass in the appropriate way in the future times.
Now we go to Connor. He's at Jimmy's and he's about to leave, but his bike won't attach to his wheel thing.
Did you notice how fucking... Okay, so there's like music playing underneath that scene as he rolls in, and it's like super duper like John Bon Jovi, "I'm a cowboy.
I did not
on
notice.
A steel horse I ride," but it's not that song. It's
but
just
it's like the wink at that song.
Yeah, it's we got our composers, or like, you know, some stock tracks to fill in the gaps. Gross. Anyway,
yeah,
it sets a mood, right? Obviously, it really worked for you.
Yep, it really played to my emotions.
your cowboy emotions.
That's right. So he's got to fix his bike, but he can't because it's hard. Because fixing stuff is hard.
Yeah, so he's under the bike, like working on it, when one of the two idiot nerds from the print shop shows up, and his name is Macon, aka Mackie. And we learn... Okay, so we saw last time... Oh, hang on one sec. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Hang on one sec, please. I have a guy here. I have to break this off. I'm so sorry.
It's fine. Get out of here.
We'll pick it up.
I'm gonna talk shit about you while you're gone. Get out of here. Bye. You guys, can you believe he did that? What a fucking asshole. Just kidding. Love you, Ash. Bye. Wait. Just kidding. Love you, Josh. Bye.